Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Gene Boykin. I'm the founder of the GoGetter Family's Real Estate Investing Academy, where I teach you guys to invest in real estate the right way by becoming the bank. All right. We buy investment properties by taking over the existing mortgage. So we don't need a lump sum of money. There are no credit checks. We're not qualifying with a bank, going filling out credit applications, showing W-2s, debt to income ratios, using realtors. None of that. We have been lied to and taught real estate the absolute wrong way. All right. So I'm here to teach you the right way. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about an investment property that I own. We're actually about to put it on the market. I partnered with someone to um, to do the fix because I don't like to do fix and flips. I acquired the property. They're paying for the materials, doing the work, taking on that responsibility. We're going to split the revenue, guys, the revenue on that. So, guys, thanks for joining me. And if you're new to my channel, right, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you feel like I bring you some value, go ahead and consider subscribing. But this is going to be one that you guys do not want to miss. All right.
I'm a go-getter. They some go-getters. We some go-getters. Hope you a go-getter. Let's get it. I'm a go-getter. They some go-getters. We some go-getters. Hope you a go-getter. Let's get it. I'm a go-getter. Hustle to the end, we some no-quitters. Knock it out the park, we for show hitters. Right, left hemisphere, that's a dome splitter. Yeah. We control our own destiny. Make moves, cultivate whole legacy. Creative finance, bring more ecstasy. The right ingredients, now that's a dope recipe.
Yo, Sam, what up, man? Thanks for joining, homie. Yeah, it is me again. So, guys, thanks for coming in, joining me. Don't forget to hit that like button, get us in the algorithm so that the people can get this game. So tonight, I'm about to talk to you guys about a property that I own. All right. And we're about to put it on the market. It's just about done. It'll be on the market Monday. I'm actually going to put some posts on my Facebook page to kind of pre-market it. You know what I mean? So, guys, this strategy has changed my entire life. All right, it changed my entire life. And I want to talk to you just a little bit before I dive into the meat and potatoes of this thing about what life was like before I found this strategy. All right, one of the viewers that's commenting, man, Sam, he was my coworker, but I believe when he started, I was the supervisor. So Sam, yeah, I was your boss. I was just playing, but I was working at a landscaping company. I was making decent money. I think at that point I was making 20 bucks an hour. I started at 12 bucks an hour. Life was difficult, man. I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was at the whim of my boss. I didn't have options. I didn't control my time, man. I missed a lot of time, dude. I get off work, man, and be tired, be dirty, man. It was rough, man. Money, money was always an issue, and it was just rough, man. It was a difficult life, like a lot of us out here. Um, yeah, all right, Sam. So, it was difficult like it is for a lot of us out here. But then, right, I kept pushing and I found this strategy subject to the existing financing and creative financing. And it's changed everything, man. I just got back from a week-long vacation in Cancun, Mexico with my whole family, both my kids and my fiance. We were down there kicking it, man. Wasn't worried about money, wasn't worried about time. When we got there, it was so nice, man. The Airbnb we stayed on, it was like right on the beach, dude. Like I got pictures, man, video I put up. Anyway, I say to my fiance, I was like, man, we should stay a couple extra days. You want to just stay a couple extra days? Like that was one of my options. You know what I mean? Just chilling, man. I own my time. So that's what this has done for me. Um, so a lot of you guys may not know what subject to is, or yet have even heard of it, and that's all right because they bury this information away. And it's the mission of the Go Getter family, of my channel, to give you guys the actionable knowledge that you need to close these transactions. I'm gonna give you guys the game, man, because they try to bury this stuff away so that regular people won't use it, and we have to jump through the hoops of traditional investing, going to a bank, filling out credit applications, man, all of that stuff, showing your W-2s, realtors, I mean, you name it, man, inspections, appraisals, all that stuff. I own 6 houses, guys, in 6 months, and I haven't done any of that stuff. So I'm gonna share my screen with you real quick, and we're going to kind of talk about that a little bit. And then I'm also going to share my screen with you to show you this house and the numbers. We're going to go over the numbers, man. I want you guys to see exactly what you can do because I'm about to make a killing off of this house. Now, also, guys, if you have questions, put them in the comments, all right? And I'll answer your questions on the second half of the show. But also, I'm a small town guy from Iowa, man. You know what I mean? A lot of cornfields out here, you know. But so put where you're from, all right? When you ask a question, man, I like to know where people are from. So put that up there. I'll answer your questions, give you guys some game. You know what I mean? We got old Don Bartholomew here. Don, what's good, man? Nick Bravo in the house. Austin Eiler's in the house. Sam's in the house too, but it comes up as Facebook users, man. That's my old co-worker, man. Don't listen to him either, guys. So let me share my screen real quick. We're gonna take a look at some stuff. I'm gonna show you guys some, man, some game today. I'm feeling good today. Oop, all right, here we go. All right. So this is the conventional way, right? This is the conventional side of real estate investing. And this, guys, I would never do any of this stuff again, ever. When I buy an investment property, this just ain't gonna happen because we don't have to do it. Um, it's we've been lied to, man. So you know, there's banks, credit applications, credit checks, W-2s, proof of funds, your debt to income ratio. And with the interest rates going higher, your debt to income ratio is going to be higher. So the amount you can get on a mortgage is lower, right? Realtors, inspectors, appraisers, all that junk. Well, this is the world that I live in right here, man. The unconventional. Oh, hold on a second here, man. This thing messed up on me. Damn, my bad, y'all. So, oop, damn it. All right, enough of that for a second, so I can get myself in order here. Anyhow, guys, what we're doing with this is on the non-traditional side of investing. So all of that stuff up there, the applications, the banks, all of that, we aren't doing any of that. We are becoming the bank. Okay, we become the bank. And I want to show you guys something. All right, now if you guys, if so, this is for people that aren't familiar with real estate, and then people that know a lot about real estate. So if you know anything about real estate, or if you've ever bought a house before, um we all have to fill out a HUD-1 settlement statement. Okay, that is with the federal government. Anytime you close a real estate transaction, you fill out a HUD-1 settlement statement. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys. I'm actually going to show you guys how they hide this in plain sight from us. All right, because this is called subject to the existing financing. All right, subject to the existing financing. And you have to have particular contracts in order for the title company or the attorney to know that you're doing a subject to. So you're not getting a new loan, you're not paying off that old loan, none of that stuff. So I want to show you guys something right quick. So let me make sure you guys can see this here. See this HUD-1 form? Yes, this is a HUD-1 form. All right. Anybody who closes on a real estate transaction, they fill out a HUD-1 settlement statement. Okay, everybody, if you are at a title company, you ask any realtor, man. And realtors, while I love you guys have been taught the wrong way to do real estate, man. I got a lot of realtors that are my students. All right, and they need some help, man, but they position themselves well. So everybody fills this out. Okay, like it's got the type of loan up here, you know, summary of borrower's transaction. Now check this out. This is what I want to show you guys right here. Line 200, amount paid by or in behalf of borrower. So it has the deposit or earnest money. Then it has the principal amount of new loans. On line 203, guys, line 203. Let me zoom in some more here. Line 203, it says existing loans taken subject to. That means that that loan is staying in place, staying in the original owner's name, the original seller's name, that loan. We are buying that house. The deed to that house is being transferred to our name, and the debt is staying in the seller's name. And we are not applying for that debt. We are not qualifying for that debt. None of that stuff. All right. So, man, this stuff, it has completely and utterly changed my life. Changed my life. But I had to bet on myself. See, this was the thing with me, right? And this is the thing with the new economy as well, is it is the person with specialized knowledge that's going to get paid, And then whoever can learn that stuff the fastest. You know what I mean? So, I mean, isn't that exciting that you can buy a house without having to go fill out a credit application or go qualify, jump through the bank's hoops? Is that not exciting? You know, could you imagine what real estate would be like if you're able to buy a house that way and you don't need a lump sum? Because we just have to continue to make the mortgage payments and we don't even pay that out of our own pocket. I mean, can you guys imagine that? Think about it, you know. Um, it's I mean, this is the best thing that ever happened to me. So check this out, guys. I'm going to show you guys a house that I own right now. And Sam, who is on here, right? He's a one on he's a Facebook. He's got the Facebook user. I don't know why it won't show up on my stuff. This is Sam, man. He's a friend of mine and an old coworker of mine. He actually came over to this house to put a lock on the front door for me because we had a situation. You know what I mean? There were squatters in there. They didn't want to leave. All types of weird stuff, man. So I had to ask Sam because I am not a handyman whatsoever. So I had to have Sam come on over and lock that thing up for me. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we had a cheap ass lock on there too, didn't we, Sam? If they would have came over, hey, if they would have came over and tried to open that door, they would have had no problems opening that door, none whatsoever. What I want to know is if you guys drop some flames in the comments, man. If you guys want to learn this strategy, and then also I want to see some hands in them comments, man, for people that have thought about getting into real estate, but they just don't know how, right? You don't know how you're going to pay for it. You don't know how you're going to get your credit good enough. You know, like you just don't know what to do because I got something for y'all, man. I'm going to let you guys and also guys, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe if you feel like I bring you some value, man. But I'm about to give you guys this game. All right. So, let me see here. Share my screen with you guys again. Doing a lot of screen sharing tonight, man, for y'all, giving you guys this game. All right. Oh, I messed up. I'm not great with the technology, man. But I got something for you guys, man. There's a link in the description of this video, man. You guys can book a free strategy call with one of my executive coaches with my team, man. But I'm going to tell y'all this. Their time is valuable, as is mine, as is yours. If you book a call with them, man, you don't show up for that call or you cancel and there's only 2 minutes till the call, yeah, that ain't gonna happen no more, man. That is not gonna happen anymore. We ain't doing that. I'm not doing no. So you can book a free strategy call with them, man. The link is in the description for that. That's my gift to you guys, man. I'm trying to look out here. So share the screen. We're gonna go over this transaction, go over the numbers, man. You guys got paper and pencil out? What I want to know is who would do this if they knew how? Who would jump out there and take control of their life if they knew how to do this? You guys can see that? Yes, you can. All right. So this is the house, right? This house is in a neighborhood in my city that they call God's country. That tree is no longer there, hanging over the front yard. All right. I'm about to go over there actually and put some mulch in the front yard to make it look a little bit better. But this is a case study, man. So here are the numbers, guys. All right. So stick with me here. Okay. Follow me on this because the story behind this house is crazy. And I got the call recorded, man, in our private Facebook group, which the link to the private Facebook group is in the description. I did a training where we listened to the call of me talking to the old owner of this property. We listened to it, listened to me close him and tell him what I was going to do. I was going to leave that mortgage in place, take over his existing mortgage, stop the foreclosure from happening and going on his credit, potentially put some money in his pocket. I just needed him to authorize the paperwork. And there's other tactics and negotiating tools that we used in there that I did a training on, man. So to give you guys some game. But the existing mortgage on this property is $123,817. And oh, by the way, guys, I'm going to show you guys in this presentation public record. All right, a screenshot of the public records website with the name of my company, me buying this house, and how much I bought it for. Yeah, and I'm gonna show you I got it for free, man. Now on this particular house, I use a different strategy. There's 38 ways that we can structure a transaction in order to get the house by becoming the bank. No credit checks, no money out of your own pocket. All right, no jumping through them hoops, no begging the banks. So existing mortgage was $123,000, 123,817. Then the payments they were behind though, that's the crazy part. They haven't paid the mortgage since August of 2018. Now the funny part is I haven't paid any mortgage payments either. But I did it in a legitimate way. They just wasn't paying. They were like, "Shit." It's a long story, man, but this is why they fell behind. All right, I'm going to tell you real quick. To hell with it. The guy who bought it, man, he was relatively young when he bought it. I think he might have been like 28 years old, which is, relatively young to buy a house. And I don't know, about a year or two later, man, about no, it's 3 years later, his dad and his brother got kicked out of their houses, right? Brother lived with his girlfriend and their kids, and then the dad lived with himself or whoever. Well, he lets his dad and his brother move in. Well, the seller, the old owner, he's a pushover. You know what I mean? So his dad and his brother are like taking advantage of him, man. So dude doesn't like living there anymore. He's like, man, I feel like a intruder in my own house. They walking around here tearing stuff up, walking around in their underwear, eating crackers and shit on my couch, sitting in their drawers, spilling crumbs everywhere, just tearing stuff up. So I don't know if they was doing all that, man, but he didn't like living with them. That's the moral of the story. So he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna get another apartment to live in, man. I'm out of here. But you guys can stay here, and then you guys just pay the mortgage. You guys make the mortgage payments, and you guys make the mortgage payments, and it's all good. I'm not tripping. I'll leave the mortgage in my name, right? Well, and so they're like, yeah, well, okay, cool. We'll do it. Um, I'm gonna stop sharing, man, so I can tell you guys this story. And because this matters, guys, because we don't buy houses, we buy problems. All right. And if you can be a solution to the problem, then you will own a house. Okay. We've got to find out what their pain is and what they want to achieve. And then we become the architect in between to solve that for them. So this is why I'm telling you guys this story. Then I'll get back to those numbers. So, um, anyway, so he's like, "Yeah, you guys pay the mortgage. I'll move out, whatever." Boom. So he moves out. He gets an apartment. And they agree, yeah, we'll pay the mortgage, whatever. They got a house, great neighborhood, man. They call it God's country in my city, man. Like, what? I own a few houses out there too. So they don't pay the mortgage, man. They're like, dude, we ain't paying. And they know he's a pushover. So they're like, man, they're living for free, dude. And I'm not making that any accusations or anything like that. But they needed some sort of intervention in their life. Okay. They weren't just ingesting oxygen, food, and water into their bodies. All right. We're just gonna put it that way. And so I'm chilling one day though, right? So that happened in his life. They're not paying. They end up, it ended up getting foreclosed on, right? They go through the foreclosure proceeding. Well, I'm chilling one day, man, and I hadn't done any prospecting for a while because I was putting a seminar together to get to teach my 7 steps to becoming the bank. And I say to myself, man, I'm sitting right in this spot, and I say to myself, man, I got to do some prospecting. I haven't, went after any houses for a while because I'm trying to put this seminar together and teach people this stuff. I want another house. So I've got a stack of newspapers on my desk, man, because I look in the legal section of my newspaper in order to find foreclosures because it's public record and you get all the information. So I get the newspaper, man. I'm looking through. I find a few houses, but I see the address on this one, and I'm like, "Holy shit, dude! This is in a great neighborhood. I'm about to see what's up." So I have a research process that I go through to find out information about these properties so that I can give myself the best chance of acquiring it. I find out information, and then when I talk to the prospect, I ask them what's called calibrated questions. So I already know the answer to these questions. And I see if they're going to be honest with me or not. So I run my research on it. Boom. I look at the numbers. I look up the ownership history, transaction history. We do a few other things, man. And come to find out, I found out the story about him letting his brother and his dad move in there and them just taking it over, not paying the mortgage, whatever. So I'm like, bet. I call him. Yeah, I call him. And I looked on his Facebook too, man, to see what he was, posting, right? Because I know he's in foreclosure, but does the world know that? Is he playing? Is he putting stuff out there like life is great? He's taking trips. He's posting new shoes, new purses, new girlfriends, all that stuff, like acting like this ain't happening. This gives us a glimpse into their state of mind. See, this is the thing, guys. You've got to be well rounded at this, man. You cannot, and I repeat this, you cannot just go up to a person because you found them on a list and say, hey, I see you're in foreclosure. I can buy your house from you, or I can take that mortgage over for you. They're gonna be like, dude, get out of my house, man. hang up on you because people have pride and their ego gets in the way. So we have a particular way of doing this, man. We have words, particular words that we use and negotiating tactics, right? We call it, it's step three in the seven steps to becoming the bank, value based negotiating. How to negotiate in a way that is effective, authentic, and it gets results. Boom. So that's what I did. And I got the call recorded. If you guys belong to my private Facebook group, it's the link is in the description. So I hit him up and I had some information. So I'm talking to him, man, and I'm like, hey, yeah, so I was like, so you don't live there anymore, man. Tell me about that. Right. Because I didn't want to give him a chance to be dishonest with me. So that's why I said, you don't live there anymore. Tell me about that. So I gave him the answer like I knew what was up. So tell me about it. So he tells me, and I established rapport. I'm like, oh man, it's always our family that does us like that. And long story short, he didn't think that anything could be done because his other brother drinking grape juice out my daughter's cup. Hey, what can I say? She runs the house. Anyway, so um he didn't think anything could be done because his brother who's doing well in life, right? And for those of you guys just popping on, I'm telling you guys about a house I own that I got for free by becoming the bank, and I'm showing you guys the numbers on this house. If you guys have any questions, post them in the comments, all right? And I'll answer as many questions as I can on the second part of the show, so I can give you guys some game, man. To all my live viewers, man, I like to help y'all out. All right. But just don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new, consider subscribing. All right. If I give you guys some value. So I where was I at here? Oh, his brother tried to do something called a short sale on it. All right. And the bank denied it. Now, for those of you that don't know what a short sale is, a short sale is when you are behind on your payments and you get in touch with the bank and you offer them a lump sum of money, but it's less than what's owed on the house. So this house they owed 123,000. They offered them 100 grand and the bank denied it. They were like, no. So then the seller said he talked to the bank and he's like, can I just give you guys back the deed and you don't foreclose on me and ruin my credit? Can we just do that? And the bank said no. It's like, dude, yeah, we'll get the deed back when we foreclose on you. I was like, man, they are so full of shit, dude. That's just bogus. You know what I mean? So, um, anyway, I'm he's telling me about that stuff, and I tell him, I say, man, there are options. You have options. A lot of people just don't know about this. All right. And I said, I'm going to tell you something right now. And this is all recorded, guys. It's in the private Facebook group. I said, I'm not going to request anything from the bank. I'm not requesting anything. I'm going to notify them of some things. And there's a difference between requesting something and then notifying someone of something. When you request something, you're asking somebody for permission to do something. When you notify somebody of something, you are telling them what you intend to do. You're telling them how you're going to move forward. There ain't no asking. They can't tell me, "Oh no, you can't do that." You know what I mean? Like, what? Hey, um Mr. Sean B says, "How can I get in touch with you?" So, you can book a strategy session with one of my executive coaches, and then you can get up to a call with me, man. So you can book that strategy session, and there's a link in the description of the video. So anyway, I tell him that, man, and he's like, "Oh man, I don't know, if I'm like, dude, I got you, man. Don't worry, I do this all the time." I said, matter of fact, I just helped a lady last month or a couple of weeks ago that had 6 days to go until sheriff's auction. I put some money in her pocket. I stopped that foreclosure from going on her credit history. That was his main thing. That was the problem that I needed to solve for him, and I did that. So, long story short, man, he was ready to authorize the paperwork, right? We don't say sign the contracts. We say authorize the paperwork. So, anyway, yeah, Shedrick said, "Yo, Shedrick, what up, man?" He came. Hey, Shedrick's all the way from Atlanta, y'all. He flew up here, man, to Sioux City, Iowa for my Motivate seminar, man. And he brought his homie, man, and his homie was loving it, man. Loving it. I have a family member is behind 10,000 in payments. I believe this would be a perfect sub two for me to take over. Hey, you got the contracts, man, and you know what you're doing. That is perfect. It don't get no better, man. It does not get no better than that. So, anyway, Hey, my man Pablo, what up, dog? Hey, that's my homeboy right there. That's one of my inner circle students. Pablo's the man. So let me get back to the story. I'm going to share my screen with you guys, man. Get back to this. I digress a lot, guys. So my apologies, but hey, I love this stuff. I live and breathe this stuff. So here we are, right? So when we talked to them, they were $41,000 behind, guys. I didn't have to pay that 41 grand. All right. There we have to see what their mortgage is, right? What are the terms of their mortgage? This one was 4.5% interest, and then the monthly mortgage payment's $955.57. Now, here's my purchase price, guys, 5 grand, and I'm going to show you this on public record. So this isn't just me saying this to you, because there are a lot of influencers out here and content creators, and online coaches that just say shit, dude. Like they read something in a fucking book and then they act like they fucking done it and they sell people these services and they've never even gotten the results, and it drives me nuts because people spend their hard-earned money on this, man. They spend their hard-earned money. So and then they don't get the results, man. So you want to learn this shit or any sort of skill from somebody that's actually doing it and has done it. All right. That's the difference with going to college, man, and learning something nowadays. You go to college and you're taught by professors that have never done the thing that they're teaching you to do. And you're just going to get that piece of paper to hang on your wall and then have a completely different job when you get out of college to pay back that debt that you acquired. My philosophy is I'm going to invest in myself, man. I spent at least a year's worth of college tuition learning this shit. So anyway, I bought it for 5 grand, but guys, I haven't paid that 5,000 yet. I still haven't paid it. I'm gonna pay our agreement is for me to pay that 5,000 when this house is fixed up and sold. So we'll be putting it on the market Monday. I'm actually gonna post it tonight. Um, just like a kind of a pre-sale to see what interest I get, which I already know I'm gonna get a ton of interest. This thing is dope, and everything in there is brand new now. So I got a post on my IG, man, talk showing it, man. So anyway, I'm paying him 5 grand, but the agreement was I'm not paying that 5,000 until the house is fixed up and sold. Now, the reason he agreed to this is because one, I stopped that foreclosure and it's not going on his credit anymore. Two, it was going to go to sheriff's auction in 16 days. So he wouldn't have got anything, nothing. And his credit would have been completely and utterly ruined. All right. So think about it, man. Some people are like, oh, you guys take advantage of people. The people are down and out. Well, guess what? If we don't talk to them, they're really going to be fucking down and out because they have no other options. And most people don't know how to do this. So we have the skill set to do it, man. So I helped him. I helped him. He fucking loves me. He gave me a testimonial and everything, man. So shit, there's that. Anyway, um, now I've got it. So I don't have any mortgage payments for 18 months on this thing. Or do I have to catch up that 41,000? All right. The and I'll get into that a little bit later. Whoops. Holy shit. Damn it. Okay. So the fix on this thing is going to cost $25,000. And then with that my purchase price of 5,000, which I'm going to pay out of my profits. So it's not out of my pocket. This is what I mean by free house, guys. No money. I didn't spend any money. This is not coming out of my pocket. All right. Um, so I'll be all in. It'll be all in for $153,817. But I guess I did lie. I did have to give my crew $2,300 to haul 6 fucking trailers of trash to the dump after the brother and the dad left who were squatting, man. But I got them up out of there. So that's what we're all in for, $153,817. All right. Now we're about to dive in to these other numbers, man. But before I do that, before I get into the other numbers, what I want to know is, who here is excited about this? If you're new to this, man, who here is excited about this? All right. And if you got a question, guys, don't forget to please put where you're from. All right. Because I'm gonna bring that up on the screen. But you know, can you imagine what your life would be like if you're able to buy houses by merely having the knowledge to solve somebody's problem? Now, I'm not saying this is easy, guys. All right. This is what my mentors say. It's simple, but it's not easy. All right. And that's true. It's simple, but it's not easy. There are some steps that you have to take. There is the proper paperwork that you must have. All right. I'm about to look out for you guys too on the paperwork, man. So, what I want to know is, is this making sense? to everybody. All right. If it's making sense, man, hit that like button. You know what I mean? Don't forget to subscribe, man, if you're new to my channel. Cause I give game here, man. Game. I worked hard for this shit too. Um, Also, what I want to know is who's ready to get started with this, man? Change their fucking life, dude. Shit, brand new life. My life is not the same, man. You ask Sam on here, man. Sam knows. He sees he's in my city, man. My life is not the same as it was last year at all, dude. Completely and utterly different. I own my life. I own my time. My fiance quit her fucking job, man. No, we don't work. We work for ourselves. Fuck that, dude. I'm not selling my time to nobody else, man. No more. Not doing it. So, sorry guys, I get off on tangents, man. It is what it is. So let me share my screen with you again. Whoops, I stopped sharing it here. Let me share it again, and I'm going to show you guys my numbers now because I'm about to put this thing on Facebook, man, and then some other places, but I won't. The market's still hot, so I don't need to do put it in the classified ads and pay them, 38 bucks for 2 weeks or anything like that. I don't got to do that. We put it in Facebook real estate groups, and then my Facebook business page, boom. And then you can have a selling website. I don't have my selling website up yet. I have my acquisitions website, but here go my numbers. Boom. Now check it out. This is my estimated sale price, $215,000. 215, man. That's what we're gonna sell it for. And I might have to go down a little bit in that price because um, the guy who's fixing it up, he took his time. He's new to flipping and he owns a painting business, man. So it's just his heating up season, right? His business is starting to pick up. So I told him, man, I was like, listen, man, I don't have any holding costs. I'm not paying that mortgage payment. So I'm not tripping, dude. I didn't have to go borrow money from the bank or a hard money lender or even a private investor to buy this house. I didn't have to do that. So, hey, man, just do your thing. We got a little time because, I don't have to pay that mortgage payment and I don't have to catch up those back payments. So, hey, do your thing, dude. I'm not tripping. But then I did finally tell him, like, hey, man, now the market is starting to shift. So we need to get this thing rolling. All right. Um, so my estimated sale price is 215,000. Now I came up with that sale price by running the comps in the neighborhood. Then not only that, oh, I got a spammer, man. Bam. Hey, I blocked your ass quick. All right. So, anyway, um, where was I at? Okay, I ran the comps, but then not only that, right? Not the neighbor, not the neighbor of my house, but the one next to my neighbor. They had their house on the market, right, for 185,000, and it sold for 195,000. So what we did to this house is we added an additional bedroom down in the basement and then a half a bathroom. It's got a sink and a toilet down in the basement, and we added a bedroom. So it's 4 bedrooms, I put up two, but 1.5 bathrooms, man. 4 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms. I'm about to eat off of this thing, man. And it's in God's country. So the down payment, I estimate I'm going to get a down payment of at least $40,000 because I'm going to auction off the down payment. Now I said I'm selling it for 215,000, and I don't want to get too complex here, all right? But I'm selling it on terms, guys. I'm selling it on rent to own. So I still own this fucking house. This isn't wholesaling. This is the Go-Getter family's wholesale and hold method because I'm going to make an assignment fee, right? With the same as an assignment fee, but it's not. I want to make a big old chunk of money. Then I'm going to get monthly passive income off of this house. And this is how. So I say I'm going to get a $40,000 down payment because of this. When I first got this house, I put it on the market with no work done to it. So it was fucked up, man. They had them squatters in there, man. They were on substances and shit, fucking the house up, dude, like doing crazy shit. So the house was fucked up, but it was a great neighborhood, man. God's country. So man, my DMs were blowing up. I got a virtual assistant now with a script that's going to answer the DMs for me because I'm not dealing with that shit. It was too much. So anyway, but one of the people that came by was a young Latino couple, man, and they were married, had 2 kids, and they had a $40,000 down payment. They have 40,000 down. So they didn't want to buy it at the time because it wasn't move-in ready, man. No family wants to put down a fat down payment and then not be able to move in right away. and I understand that. So I wasn't tripping. So I took it off the market for a while until I partnered up with my partner. So we're gonna get a $40,000 down payment. So that means I will be owed 175,000. My buyer will owe me 175 grand. I am their bank. They are giving me monthly payments towards that each month. I'm going to give them a 15-year mortgage and I'm going to charge 6% interest. I may charge more now. I may charge 7% because interest rates have went up. So, me charging 6% with a 15-year mortgage, guys, I'm going to get a monthly payment of $1,476.75 a month. Boom. The monthly cash flow on that, this is what I will profit after I have to start making the mortgage payments. I will profit $521.18 a month cash flow. And the best part is, I'm not a landlord. I'm not the landlord, man. Isn't that fucking cool? Is that not amazing? I mean, what? Dude, that's off the charts, man. Hey, my guy's on here, the pretty house guy, man. What's up, Idris? That's my dude right there. So, if that's not exciting, I don't know what is, man. I'm gonna be owed $175,000, guys, and I have not went and filled out a credit application, qualified, had my hat in my hand, asking the bank for money, begging them, none of that. All right. So that's gonna net me though, because they're gonna owe me a balloon payment on the 60th month in 5 years. They will owe me the balloon payment. So with that interest rate, well, I'll get to that, but over 5 years, $521.18 a month is gonna be $31,270 $70.80. All right. And then my upfront profit will be 40,000. That's why I call it the wholesale and hold method, because I'm getting that $40,000 down payment. Guess what? That goes in my pocket. Remember, the existing mortgage on this property is only 123,000. So anything above 123,000 that I sell this house for is all profit. And guess what? I created the debt that I'm owed out of thin air, man, out of knowledge and contracts. All right. And then problem solving abilities, guys. That's what it's about. I love this stuff, man. I love it. So, over 5 years, that's 31,000. And then I'm getting that down payment. Okay. That's 40,000. What at 5 years, right? After paying down on that 175,000, after 5 years at 6% interest, they will owe me $133,000. Now remember, the freaking mortgage I'm taking over is only 123,000. Guys, I will still be owed 133,000 at the 5th year. So all I do is take the 123,000 out of the 133, pay the bank off, and I get to keep that other, what is that, 10,000, 9,000 and some change. Do you guys see how powerful this is? I mean, you got to see how powerful this is, man. This is the best way to do real estate. The best way. So, guys, I had to come on here tonight and show this, man, because I got a video on TikTok going viral. A lot of people wanted to know more. So I had to come on here. I had to show this. Anyway, I'm going to answer a couple of questions, guys. Please put where you're from, so that I know where you're from, man. I'm a small town Iowa guy. I like to know where people are from around here. Yeah, yeah. Hey, people watching from all over the world. Austin Eilers, Sioux City, what's up? That's my hometown, man. Sioux City, love it. Um, 48 Rick from South Florida. I got a couple of students down there in South Florida, man. Pablo's from down there in Florida, man. Pablo's my guy. Facebook user says they're from Sioux City. That's probably Sam. What up? Jeremy Grant Jr. or Jerome Grant Jr. What's happening, man? My bad. I messed up your name, big homie. Appreciate you guys watching, man. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe, man, if you feel like I brought you some value tonight, giving you guys this game, unearthing, man, the rules that the wealthy and the elite play the game of real estate by, while they tell us these other rules that we have to play by, which we don't. But that's what they promote. So now everybody believes that that is the way that real estate is supposed to be done. And that's not true. It is not true. So Thugster 1515 Thugster says, hi, I'm 18. I just turned 18. I'm from Cali. What would you recommend me to do? What you are doing? So this is what I recommend. You're 18, you can sign a contract legally now, so you can do this. I've got my 18-year-old apprentice. My 18-year-old apprentice did a wholesale transaction I helped him on. He got a $9,000 assignment fee on that, made 9,000 bucks. He's still in high school, hasn't graduated. He graduated this year, I guess. Um, Worked part-time at Walmart, man. Made 9,000 bucks. They said he wasn't even barely going to school after that. I said, shit, I don't blame him. School is to train you to be an employee anyway, man. So this is what I recommend, man. You're that young. One, you start gaining as much knowledge as you can on real estate itself, and then these creative strategies specifically. Two, all right. These are all no money, man. This won't cost you a thing. All right. You find someone that you can bring value to. Can you go work for a wholesaler doing cold calling? Can you go work for a property manager? Just being their runner, man. Going to get them coffee and whatever, dude. It don't even matter because you're going to be learning in the process. Can you help a mobile notary out? That's what I would do. Anything but be a realtor, man. All right. So you can do those things while you're young, you're 18, you got plenty of time and you're learning, you're gaining knowledge, but you got to bring value. You cannot try to get a mentor by saying, "Hey, if you teach me, we can split my first deal." Don't do that. Please don't do that, man, because you won't you will not get a mentor that way. All right. Or you can, pay somebody for their knowledge. All right. But I just gave you some ways to do that with no money. Um, so yeah. All right, we got them flags. That's what's up. I already talked to Mr. Sean about that. hmm Okay, check this out because that's my video that's going viral, right? So the red tag list, a red tag list. It's I guess it's not technically called a red tag list at the city. They're called placarded houses, meaning the inspection department went and inspected this property for whatever reason. They got complaints from the neighbors, it caught on fire, whatever, man. And they said that this house is unlivable. Nobody can live in it. So if you go down to your city, and you say, "Hey, I need the red tag list," and they say, "We don't know what you're talking about," you tell them this. This is exactly what you tell them. Okay, if you don't know what the red tag list is, I just need the list of code violations right there. Code violations. If they try to tell you it's not public record, just say, "Oh, okay. Well, isn't it the Freedom of Information Act form that I fill out? And then when I fill that out, what office do I bring that to? Because this is all public record and we have the right to this information. And that if to force them to do it, you would fill out that Freedom of Information Act form. All right. But if they say they don't know what a red tag list is, all you do is tell them, okay, I just need the code violations then. If they say they don't have a list, you say, okay, that's fine. I just need your last 10 filings. Your last 10 filings. Boom. So now you've painted them in a corner, man. There's not an excuse they could tell you for all three of those things, man. But I will say this, when you go down to these cities, man, they are obstructionists, okay? They will try to obstruct you. You cannot give up, man. If I would have gave up, dude, when I was going to look for a pre-foreclosure list and the lady said, we don't have one, we don't know what that is and all this stuff, I wouldn't be in front of you today. I wouldn't be able to give you guys this game, but you have to be determined. I'm doing it. So guess what that means? You can do it too. That's exactly what that means. You can do it too. And this is the thing, most people, man, in this world live paycheck to paycheck. Every couple of weeks you get paid and then you pay your fixed costs, right? Like rent, your food, your car payment, things like that. And there's usually some money left over. We call that a disposable income. All right. That's what we call that. Most people though, they're going to blow that disposable income every single month. Every single month, if they got $1,000 in disposable income, they're gonna spend it, man, until it's gone. Whether it's on new shoes, going to the movies, ice cream, who knows? But those are all short-term pleasures, and then it's gone. Then it's gone because they know it's going to be replenished, right? But this is the thing. You should be investing that disposable income in yourself. Don't waste it on short-term pleasures. Invest that disposable income in yourself, man, because the knowledge that you gain, the specialized knowledge, that's what really pays you. That's what really frees you. You know what I mean? Um, and once you get that knowledge, you're good. But then guess what? With that disposable income, You invest in yourself, spend that on yourself, but guess what? 2 weeks later, and you get paid again, you got a little more disposable income. Boom, you got some money again. Huh? That's why, guys. That's why I've looked out for y'all, man. This is for a limited time, man. This is for a limited time. I don't know how limited, just because I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything for the 4th of July. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna give you guys 50% off, man. Every product that I have, except for my inner circle coaching. Um, where you can get the contracts, you can get the subject to masterclass, buying free foreclosures masterclass, the becoming the bank training. It's all 50% off. There's a link in the description for that. All right. You just click that link. That's the only place that you can get that 50% off. That's for, the holiday, Juneteenth, 4th of July, all that stuff, man. Looking out for y'all. All right. And then you can also book a free strategy call, all right, with my team. All right, there's a link. There's a link in the description for that free strategy call. So let's see here. Let me look at some more questions. Hold on one second. Trying to find these questions for y'all. Oh, okay. So let me see what we got. Oh, I got another spammer. Man, where these spammers come from? Damn. People are all over the place. Is that 50% off or still around? Yes, it is, man. The link's in the description for that. Shedrick, what up, man? Shedrick's from Atlanta. Ain't nobody on here put. Well, no, I guess a couple people did put where they're from. I remember you told me that story, Shedrick. Okay, what is he? How much does title companies charge for a sub two contract? Well, one, title companies, guys, they don't create contracts. You bring your contracts to a title company. They do not create contracts for you. Okay. So, and subject to contracts are extraordinarily difficult to find. All right. They're extraordinarily difficult to find. So you got to get them within the industry, right? From somebody that's doing this strategy. I know a couple of influencers that are doing this got pretty big followings, man. And they don't even sell their contracts. They fucking do. They're ridiculous. They don't even sell their contracts. Hey man, what? They know how powerful these are. The contracts are our most powerful weapon, man. Yeah, there are some people missing out on this game, Austin. Are you right about that, man? Said Global Vision says, I'm ready, bro. That's what's up. How did you put together a contract when you first got started? Connecticut, you out there on the East Coast. So this is how I put my contracts together. One, I bought contracts from my now mentor. And then I searched around the internet, man, to find other contracts, but they were just regular purchase agreements. And I read them, I studied them because when I first found this strategy, I locked myself in my basement, man, for 3 months to learn this stuff because I got fired from my job and me and my partner lost a deal at the same time. So I had a choice. I could bet on myself and dive into investing 100%. But if I failed at investing, that would have been catastrophic for me and my family. But the other problem was this. I'm not certified in anything, man. So I would have had to start at a menial position, you know, like just, whatever, making 12 bucks an hour. Cause I'm not a realtor. I'm not a lawyer, an accountant. I'm not even a certified plumber, dude, a welder, none of that. So that would have been catastrophic for my family too. You know what I mean? So I was like, fuck it, dude. I'm going for it, man. I'm betting on myself. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of working these jobs. I'm sick of being disrespected. I'm sick of not having time, man. I'm sick of waking up every morning and having anxiety because I got to go give energy to something that I do not want to give energy to. But I have to survive. I have bills. So when I got fired, man, I was in my basement for 3 months. So I found this strategy, right? Because my partner says to me one day, he's like, "Why can't I just buy somebody's house by taking over their mortgage?" And I hadn't heard of it at the time. That was the problem. So I'm like, "Dude, you can't do that." I wrote a 58-page step-by-step plan on how to do this. We can't do that. And when I dove into investing, those words rang to my head again. Why can't I take over somebody's debt? So I looked it up, man, and I found all the traditional stuff that they put on the surface level because most people don't go deeper than surface level. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna keep looking. And that's when I looked on YouTube University. I found my mentor, and I didn't believe it at first, guys. I didn't, but I kept watching. And then he pulls up the deed to his house that he lives in. And that was the moment I was like, man, this is for me. I can do this too. The way he explained it, the artistry, like my contracts, there we have a standard purchase agreement. Standard. So when the seller sees it's standard. Or yeah, when the seller sees it, it's standard, Mr. Seller. We do this all the time. All of our documents are standard. We never use the word contract ever. We always say, I just need you to authorize the paperwork and I can start working on this problem for you. I don't even say take over your payments anymore. I say we can give you debt relief. And then when they say when they ask what do you mean? I say what we do is ideally we'd love to have a buyer for your property, but in the event we don't, we'll just continue to make your mortgage payments for you. And we'll keep making those payments until we either find a buyer or until we pay that mortgage off. Boom. Right there, man. I'm giving y'all the sauce, man. Holy what? Man, y'all are getting the game today. Hey Gene, Georgia here. Hey Gene, I recently purchased the sub two and free foreclosure. I'm still new to real estate. Do you have video training that walks through situational transactions? Just the situations that I've been through. I guess that's it, man. You know what I mean? I really don't know what you. I mean, there's so many different situations. I guess I don't understand what you're asking. Kind of mighty savage. My apologies, man. I just my situations that the houses that I've bought. Um, and I do have some videos on those, like the one like I just went through that. I just went through that transaction. Now, I guess if you could be more specific, I guess I could answer that. But I do have offer structuring, like how you structure an offer. I have training for that, right? Like what we can do. Can like how on this transaction I showed you guys how I agreed to pay $5,000 to the seller, but but I'm not paying that money until the house is fixed up and sold. So you can do that, right? Or you can tell them that you'll pay them a lump sum once a year. Or you can tell them you'll pay them a lump sum up front and then some monthly payments every month. I got a call I just recorded today, man. Just recorded it today of seller called me. This is a warm lead because I put myself out there. And this person owns a trailer, so I don't know if I want it. It's really nice though. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, super nice. But I used my prospect questionnaire on that. And some of this stuff is in my inner circle program, right? So my inner circle students have this. But I use my prospect questionnaire. And one of the questions was on there is, are you willing to take some money now and the balance later? So that's what we do. We give a down payment now, a lump sum, and that could be 5,000, it could be 10,000, and that's if we pay out some equity. All right. So I hope that answered your question. I don't know if it did or not. Um. hmm Nick Bravo, great question, man. Because I had said that to my contractor, like, hey, man, you need to hurry up because the market is changing, and we don't want to be left with our, what in our hand. You know what I mean? But yes, we will, because this is the thing, Nick. And Nick is from Nebraska, guys. And I know that because he's, been on a few of my shows, man, asking questions, which I appreciate. So, this is the thing, Nick. Tenant buyers are different than traditional buyers. See, the market is shifting, yes, and the interest rates have been risen, right? They increased them by what 1.75% or something like that. So that means a monthly mortgage payment on $100,000 is much higher. A monthly mortgage payment is higher on 100 grand than it was the same time last year. But that is with a traditional loan, a traditional mortgage. Us, on the other hand, so what that does is that makes our pool of tenant buyers bigger, actually. because not as many people are going to qualify for a mortgage now because their debt to income ratio doesn't fit in the bank's parameters. So if they don't qualify for a mortgage, but they want to buy a house, guess who they can buy a house from? Us. Tenant buyers, baby. Tenant buyers, baby. So our pool of buyers, man, it really just got bigger. Honestly, I love it, dude. I freaking love it. My guy, the pretty house guy, man. Pretty house guy. I'm gonna get him on my YouTube channel, man. Pretty house guy goes hard. He's got some tactics. And he does creative financing, man. Creative financing, real estate, and he does some different stuff than I even do, man. There are so many ways that you can structure a transaction. It is just about your contracts, guys, and then you're negotiating. How do you negotiate? All right. So, hey, yeah, we going hard on here. There go my guy Trent, August More Music. Trent's a rapper too. That's what's up. Ex-military too, y'all. I love it. I love it. Trent, what's good, man? I hope you start that text campaign tomorrow, like you said, man. Okay, so good question. So you can do this in all 50 states, okay? All 50 states. Now, the thing about Texas is this: you can do a subject to the existing financing. So you can take over those mortgage payments, deed gets transferred in your name. When you sell it, though, when you sell that house, if you sell it on terms to a tenant buyer, you can't do a lease option, and then you can't sell it on contract. You've got to do something called a wrap note. All right, it's a wrap mortgage. So you're creating a second mortgage, which is rather simple. But in Texas, they just passed legislation just this past year that in order to create a wrap note, you've got to be a licensed realtor or an attorney. But that's fine. You just use an attorney to close your deal, man. It's nothing. So yes, you can absolutely do this, man. Absolutely. 100%. All 50 states, baby. All 50 states. Saeed here from Silver Springs, Maryland, checking in with you, my guy. Saeed, what's good, big homie? Thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate it. Golden Global Vision from California, Los Angeles, Keys from Los Angeles. That's what's up, man. Delaware in the building. I love it, man. I love it. How do you feel about doing buying tax liens? So this is my thing about buying tax liens. All right, we do it differently than the traditional way of buying tax liens, because the traditional way of buying a tax lien is to buy it without the owner of that house knowing. So you buy that tax lien and you wait a period of time, and then you own that house after that period of time from up under the owner. We don't do that, guys. We do this to help people, man. That's what I say. Money cannot be the main thing on the front of your mind. The main thing on the front of your mind has to be, how can I help this person? So this is what we do with tax liens. We'll pull that tax lien list because we know that these are motivated sellers because they have a problem for us to solve. But we will talk to them just like a foreclosure. We'll talk to them before the tax deed auction, and we'll let them know, hey, I saw this house on a list, man, that some sort of list that the government's given a hard time. And what I do is I help people to understand their options, that they won't be able to find out from the government, man, because they can't talk to anybody, and the government usually isn't going to tell you these options. All right. And you break down the options, man. And one of the options are, right, because tax liens, those houses are usually owned outright. So you buy their house from them, man. You'll have to settle that tax lien somehow, right? You'll have to reconcile that, pay it, get a payment plan. And then if they own that house outright, you just tell them you're going to buy the house from them, man, and you buy it on terms. You buy it on terms. You give them monthly payments for it. You just got to have the proper contracts, man. That's where the power is. Listen, guys, the pen is mightier than the sword. Always has been, always will be. That's why I'm giving you guys 50% off, man. All of my trainings, my subject to masterclass has the subject to contracts in there and the lease option contracts. Has my buying free foreclosure that has your contract for deed in there, and that's a whole nother type of transaction. These are all different types of transactions, guys, and you can structure them so many different ways that we have power and influence. You just got to have the knowledge. And the person that's going to win in this day and age, the information age, is the person that learns the fastest. All right. Are you guys excited about this, man? This is exciting to me. You know what I mean? Like, isn't this shit cool? Doing real estate this way, man. I don't got to go talk to a stuffy realtor. You know what I mean? Is sub 2 possible in Texas? I just answered that. Yes, it is. How were you able to delay the mortgage payment for 18 months? I got a forbearance on it. So a forbearance is usually 6 months, but with the CARES Act, because of COVID, they've extended forbearances for up to 18 months. All right, but you gotta get that from the lender or the servicing company, whichever whoever's handling that mortgage. Getting a list of city code inspectors can also be helpful. Yes, sometimes get a list directly from them. Yes, I like that. I like that tip, man. That's a hell of a tip, dude. Yeah. JPNM81 says, man, I love it. Florida in the house. That's what's up. Yeah, I love that tip, Nick, man. That's dope. Get a list of city code inspectors. That can also be helpful. So, yeah, you can talk to them, man, and let them know that you pay a referral fee for houses that you purchase when somebody tells you about that property. I talk to postal man, post guys and everything, man. Give them my card, let them know. Boom, hey, I got you. I'll pay you $1,000 referral. So if you're delivering mail to a house and that mail's piling up, let me know. If you've been delivering mail, man, to this old lady and she's no longer there anymore, let me know. And I will pay you $1,000 referral. And you absolutely, if you make that promise, you pay that money, man. You pay it because these people are going to then be workers for you. Yes, it's making a lot of sense. Nice. I love that, man. So, let me see here. And this is the thing too, guys. Um, information, my goal, my I've told you how the whole system works pretty much, right? Like how to do this. I've shown you how you can buy houses for free by becoming the bank, taking over the existing mortgage. I've shown you that all you need is the proper contracts, how to negotiate this, right? How to find the properties. And we've given you guys some tips on how to do that, right? So I put those breadcrumbs out there for you guys to be able to do this. But, studying on your own, and you can do that. Me, I locked myself in my basement for 3 months. I didn't have a job though. So my checking account ran empty. My credit cards were maxed out. I was walking a tightrope, man. My fiance was looking at me crazy, but I was determined. You know what I mean? Um, But you know what, though? To be successful with this and to be successful now, today, um, you're gonna need more than information alone. That's just the fact of the matter, man. And I know you can be successful with this system, the 7 steps to becoming the bank. But a lot of people, man, need coaching. That's just it. That's why I put that free strategy call for you guys in the description to click that link for a free strategy call. But if you schedule an appointment with one of my executive coaches and you don't show up to that appointment, you can best believe, man, we will not be talking again because you wasting people's time, man. And I do not like that, man. You know, and this is the thing too with coaching, man. You might need help with accountability. That's why we have student success meetings every Sunday, man. I just had a sermon pretty much on last Wednesday's group coaching, man. But I had a few students tell me, man, that was soul moving, and they needed it. That accountability, man. You know, and I take my job as a coach very seriously. If you guys become one of my inner circle students, man, your success is my responsibility, and I've put all the pieces in place for you guys to be successful. Not only do you get that time with me and get the game from me, get the contracts, the documents, the negotiating. But I've got 2 executive coaches, man, that are dope, high level, man, high level Sunday success meetings with them, right? Students are there. You guys are talking about your goals, your wins, things like that. But then also, we've set up Google Workspace classrooms. All right. So you have ongoing education. You can post questions in there, have discussions. You post a question, I can answer it with a video response. I mean, all the tools are there. I am not your typical expert that's out here, man, that just says, hey, these are my results. I got a system. Here's how much it is. Buy it. And then as soon as you buy it, it's over with. I never see you again, never hear from you. We don't do that, man. We've got a community. We got that private Facebook group. Then we got our virtual mastermind group. I just did a training in there with Trent last night on sending text, right? You can do text blasts, or if you don't have the money to get the text blast stuff set up, you can do text yourself. Send it to 25 prospects, man. Opening line on how to get on the phone, man, with them is dope. Sick, dude. I'll give you guys some game. You know what I mean? So this isn't just a few videos and PDFs, man, the inner circle. So you can set up that free strategy call with my team, man. I want y'all to win. All right. Let me see. I gotta go here. I got a couple more. Those are usually bots. Oh yeah, I did. I did block a Mighty Savage. Yeah, I got them things up out of there. So what title company do you use? So I used Closing Siouxland, man. Closing Siouxland, but I don't mess with them anymore. I like I I don't I prefer creative financing over subject to. One, because for this you need a title company or you need a an attorney. All right. With creative financing, you're buying on contract. All right. So you don't need an attorney to close that. You will need an attorney when they pay that balloon payment. But guess what? Your buyer's attorney is then responsible. So I sold one of my houses that I bought subject to. I sold it on contract. And one of the attorneys in town, man, that said that they didn't like doing the exotic stuff. Well, my buyer, he refinanced. And so his bank was paying the balloon payment. Well, guess who the bank's attorney was? The same guy said he didn't like doing the exotic stuff. And guess what he did? He closed my fucking deal. He closed my deal, man. So you got to get to it. That's all that, you know what I mean? Like shit, you got to find a way. Hey, you took the master class today. So you bought the subject to master class. If you got that subject to master class, man. So you got the hour and 50-minute video where I'm screen sharing and stuff. And then if you look in the description of that video, man, there's other contracts and documents and all that, man, training. And make sure you bought that subject to masterclass. Make sure that you check your spam email because there's going to be an invite in there to our Google Workspace classroom for the subject to masterclass. All right. There's a classroom for the master class, and then there's one for the buying free foreclosures course. That way you get that ongoing education with it, man. I want y'all to win, dude. Win, man. Let's go. There's enough out here for everybody, man. Yeah, all the paperwork. Yeah, yeah. Check your check the description of that video, man. All right, because all of the contracts and stuff are in that description, buddy. So you get a link to the contracts, so you can print them out, all that stuff, man. Yeah, you absolutely get the contracts, but it's in the description. Like when you're watching YouTube and you click the down arrow and you go to the description of that video, that's where the links to the contracts are, man. All right, so check that out. All right. Now, if you're talking about my becoming the bank training, that's a whole different thing. But you got all of that in the email too, man. You got the contracts and stuff that come with that in the email. So they're there. Check your email. Check your spam though, because sometimes they send those emails to your spam box. All right. And if you got any more, if you're having any issues or anything, man, just hit me up, man, or one of my team. You should have an email to my IT guy. If you have any issues, we'll get you definitely get you what you got coming, man, for sure. So how to become a member of your inner circle. Yes, you're gonna have to book a strategy call with what you can click that link for the strategy call, man, in the description. When you're talking to coach, that's Coach India's link. So when you're talking to Coach India, man, let her know and we'll see, if because I don't just take anybody into my inner circle just if you got money, that we don't work like that. We want to make sure that you're a good fit, that we can help you get to your goals. You know what I mean? Because guys, man, money does not make me. Yeah, money's good to have. Yes, money gives you options, but we get money and beneficial things as a side effect, man, of who we are and what we do. If you're out here trying to beat people and manipulate people and lie to people and steal from people and take from people, you will never, you will never be happy or reach the success that you could have reached. You won't. So we want to make sure that the right type of person is getting in that inner circle coaching because I've one-on-one and group coaching. So you talk to her, man, and she's going to give you some value. She's going to give you some game too on how to do this. But you can set that up by booking that strategy call. All right. But you need oh, Saeed, love the game, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate you coming through, man. So Mighty Savage, that's all in the courses, bro. I mean, I go through the contract and the courses, and then how to fill them out, what they mean. So, and then what to do next, right? I show you guys how to find properties. We look up properties. Did you watch that hour and 50-minute video, Mighty Savage? because I show you guys how to find properties. I actually look up properties and show you, like, on the internet. I look some up on PropStream, and then like on the internet, and then your, the legal section of your newspaper, what to look for, all of that, and then how to research the prospect. It's all in there. Um, Buy the subject to masterclass. He does that. Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure. What if the people that you resell the subject to stop making payments to you? Oh, if they stop making payments to me, they get kicked out, man. And then I get to do it all over again. That's kind of what I want them to do. That's what I want them to do. So that way I can get a whole nother fat down payment again. I can get another $40,000 down payment. I'll take it, because that's what's gonna happen. Most people will not exercise that option. They won't pay that balloon payment. So you just get the house back, man. I've been on here far too long, man. I got to get up out of here. Hey, Toasted Toast said just watched you on TikTok. That's what's up. Okay. All right, cool. That's what's up, wise minds. I'm glad you're good, homie. That's what's up. Toasted Toast, hey, from TikTok. Thanks for coming through. Let me see one more question. This is the last question, guys. I gotta go. What do you prefer, title company or attorney? Is there a difference with one or the other when it comes to this game? So yes, Saeed, yes, absolutely. All right. Um, and it's about building relationships. So you can use either or. And I will say this: a title company will be cheaper when closing than an attorney. All right. A title company is going to be cheaper. All right. But using an attorney, you just build that relationship, man. And I like using an attorney. You know what I mean? I like using an attorney. I'm working my way to having an in-house attorney closing my deals that works for my company. In-house attorney, man. So I prefer an attorney, you know what I mean? But you got to talk to these people a certain type of way. Like in my inner circle, we have instructions for the closing agent, whether it's an attorney or a title company. We give them the instructions on how we would like to close. So that's how we help, that's how we get them to do it. We got instructions for them. Boom. But, either or, some states you got to use both. You got to use a title company and an attorney. So you got to look that up. You know what I mean? But if you're having problems too, Saeed, getting an attorney or a title company to help you with these transactions, all you got to do is say, all right, I'm not going to do a subject to. I'll just buy on contract, man. Use creative financing. You can buy on contract. You can buy on a lease option to purchase. I mean, hey, the list goes on. So if they want to act funny, because like the house that I'm buying now that I just showed you guys, I'm buying that house on contract. I didn't show you guys public record, man. Let me show you guys the public record real quick. Then I got to get up out of here. My family just got home. They've been gone all day. I got to see my daughter. So let me just show you guys this real quick. All right. Okay. Right here, guys. Can y'all see this? Yes. This is public record. I'm up at the top here, man. It says it right here, man. When I bought this house, November 3rd of 2021. That is my acquisitions company, 1E3T Holdings. My daughter's name is Ella. I have one daughter, 1E. My partner, he has 3 kids. His name is Travis. All his kids' names start with a T. 1E3T. 1E3T Holdings. We bought this house for $5,000. I bought it on contract, man. And when you buy on contract, that's creative financing, right? Because my seller financed me. I haven't even paid that 5,000 yet. So I got like a no interest $5,000 loan pretty much because I got that house for 5K and it's on public record. So I have that bundle of rights to that house. All right. So you can use creative financing, man, buy on contract, lease option, all of that stuff. There's just different bundles of rights that you use. And it's an own nothing, control everything strategy. We go super hard in the paint, man. We do this shit at a high level. So you can do it at a beginner stage and still get houses because, guys, listen to me now. All right. So this is the public record. I wanted to show you guys this, man, so you can see like we don't play no games over here, man. Ain't no games being played. We do this shit. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if I brought you some value, consider subscribing to my channel. But um, this is the thing, man. You can go out and you can start talking to prospects and you can just get a house under contract. right? And then you don't even have to go to the closing company or the title company or the attorney. You can sell that contract to another investor. That's it. Because some investors don't like to go out there and find the houses and talk to the sellers and prospects and negotiate with them and shit. So you go out and do that and get the house under contract. Then you find the investors in your city, in your market, and you sell them your contract. It's an assignment, but you're assigning that contract before you even go to closing, making 5,000, 10,000, 15, 20. Boom. Build you up some money, man. Get this thing rolling. Get it rolling. Get it rolling. I love it, man. There's so many different ways to make money doing this. And free yourself, man. Free yourself. Really need to find a way to make some money. Truck about to get. I just told you. Hey, Toasted Toast, I just told you how to make some money. Go out, get you a house under contract, man, and then just sell the contract. Boom. 5 grand right there. But you got to put that work in, all right? So, yeah. Yeah, see, we don't do that, man. He says, wise minds, where you from, homie? I've done fix and flips and tried wholesaling classes and it got me so far, but then it's bye, bye, bye. I like how your system is set up. So that's what we do. We got those classrooms, man. We got the classrooms, those Google classrooms. If you get a course, you're in that classroom, for life, man. Asking questions, watching, seeing the answers to other people's questions, watching videos, all of that. All right. So, man, I want y'all to win, man. I love y'all, man. I do. Thank you, brother. All right, you're come from decent dude. What you mean? I'm a decent dude. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. So, guys, I got to get up out of here, man. I stayed on here much, much longer than I had planned. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you found some value in this, man. I appreciate you guys. Let me pour into you. Don't forget, guys, hit that like button, subscribe, get us in the algorithm, man, so we can get this information out to the people, out to the go-getters out there. Are you a go-getter? Are you a damn go-getter? Do you feel like you can do this? Do you feel like this is life changing? I mean, aren't you excited about this? I know me, man. I love it, and if all it's gonna do is allow you to get control of your time again, then what you waiting for? You know what I mean? Or if all it's gonna do is allow you to quit that dumbass 9 to 5 job that isn't paying you enough, that doesn't respect you. I don't know why you haven't started yet. You know what I'm saying? If all it's gonna do is give you the peace of mind and happiness, man, that you've been looking for, because you finally don't have to worry about paying your lights, man, or if your kids say they want to go on vacation, man. My daughter, she was fixated with going to a beach, man. Fixated. I don't even know where she got it from. YouTube somewhere, man. She's been saying that for a few months. And you know what I told her when she started saying it? I said, baby, daddy's gonna bring you to a beach. I got you, baby. Daddy's gonna bring you to a beach. And then she would say, but I got no sand toys. I got no beach toys. I said, baby, daddy's gonna buy you some toys too. I got you, baby. And guess what? She's 3 years old, man. And the first time she seen a beach was in a whole different country. A whole different country. And then guess what else? When we was down there, I bought her all types of toys to go to the beach. Man, I ain't care. Bought her all types of toys, man. What you want? Blow up toys, freaking snorkeling stuff. I'm gonna be making some posts, man, showing y'all this shit. But that's what it's done for me, man. So if all it's gonna do is allow you to have that feeling, man, of an accomplished father, man, mother that provides for their fucking family, why haven't you started yet? Straight up. Straight up. So I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? I'm out of here, man. Until next time. Let's get to it, y'all.
I'm a go